Universal Studios Beijing, the next park to open, part of the Universal Studios company, and it will be opening in spring of 2021. Of course, this is going to be going in Beijing, China. It's like the third Universal park in Asia, and it's going to have 7 themed lands, with those being Kung Fu Panda, Transformers, Minions, Harry Potter, Jurassic World, Hollywood, and Waterworks. So, I'm going to start doing like a brief recap of like the descriptions of lands, what Universal kind of described it as, and what I kind of think about it, what I took notice of it. And then we'll kind of do City Walk as well, as they are getting one of those. And we'll just give my initial thoughts on this, as they did release a lot more detail more recently. So first off, we'll start with the simplest one, which is Harry Potter, as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is practically goes without saying that this land will be a highlight of any visit to the park, and much like the others that have come before, it appears to be essentially a copy of the first Wizarding World that opened at Islands of Adventure in 2010. It features the village of Hogsmeade, of course, and the always impressive Hogwarts Castle, home to the incredible Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey thrill ride, along with a Flight of the Hippogriff family coaster sitting nearby. So, it's pretty much copy-paste from everywhere else, with Hogsmeade being the location once again. See Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey once again, and that kiddie coaster, Flight of the Hippogriff. But sadly, we have no Hagrid coaster, which makes sense, but we can still be a little bit sad about it. It would be nice to see more throughout different parks, at least part of Asia. It would be nice to see one in Asia, one in America. But oh well, it's not that big a deal. It's copy-paste. Oh, Harry Potter is featured everywhere. It looks like it's going to have a little bit more detail, but that's pretty much it. Then we move on to Transformers, where Transformers Metro Base will also be the first theme park land to be themed entirely around the world of Transformers. It is more than a land, however, as Metro Base itself is alive and is the body of a Titan-sized Transformer the size of a small city. Metro Base has located himself on the very site in Beijing, as it was found to be an energon-rich location and suitable to serve as a new Nestor NEST Beijing headquarters location for the Autobots to work with the humans to protect the Earth from the Decepticons. While I don't know the complete list of attractions to be found in Metro Base, the concept art does show off Transformers the Ride, which looks like a sci-fi teacup style ride similar to Stormforce Acceleration at Islands of Adventure, as well as a launch roller coaster with heavy Cybertronian theming and a layout inspired by the popular Incredible Hulk coaster from Universal Islands of Adventure theme park. I'm guessing this is going to have like 2 to 3 main attractions though, and one of those, of course, being probably more than likely Transformers 3D ride, and the other one being the teacup style ride that goes forward, goes back, that type of ride. And the other one being the Incredible Hulk coaster clone that just is themed to Transformers, which is somewhat disappointing. You wouldn't mind trying to see them do something different and not be copy-paste, but I guess it's oh well. New park is probably going to be a lot more detailed. And I guess we get kind of a new land, even though it's still Transformers. We already got rides, and it seems like a dying franchise to be doing a new land on now. Then for Universal, we have Minions, where Minions land, inspired by the world of the Minion characters from the Despicable Me film series. The land is described as a place for adults and children to see shows, meet characters, and interact with the Minions everywhere they go. You can count on the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride being there, along with other Minion-themed attractions. It's the kid corner of the park. What is there to say? Probably gonna look a lot like Japan just got. It's gonna be featured as family-friendly, pretty much. Its main feature attraction, of course, being Minion Mayhem. And because if it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess you can say that. Hopefully we see some new rides, but more likely we won't. It'll be pretty much copy-paste because that's in Universal way. Then we move on to Waterworld, where Waterworld is not so much a land as rather a location for the latest edition of Universal's global stunt show phenomenon, The Water World, a live SeaWorld spectacular that first began at the Hollywood theme park back in 1995, has gone on to spawn copies at Universal Studios Japan, Universal Studios Singapore, and now on Universal Studios Beijing. That said, the area will be expanded beyond just the stunt show arena and feature a special dining experience as well as other entertainment offerings. So it's pretty much the same as what we kind of already have at Hollywood, Japan, and Singapore, of course, because it is one of the better or the best action show in a park we've probably ever seen. So no real surprise here, but it is still a great show, and you have to be happy that it is going in here. The other great thing is it seems like there might be other stuff going here. Hopefully that dining experience is super cool. I wouldn't mind seeing like what they have at Islands of Adventure with the one, I can't think of it, the one restaurant that they have there that has really good food. Or like kind of add like a Water World showman to it where you have something in it. I don't know. Don't do like creative stuff for a reason, but that's why I think of that. So then we move on to Jurassic World. As Jurassic World as this will be the first land created from scratch to be themed to the new Jurassic World film series instead of the older Jurassic Park era. As such, you will not find any kind of Jurassic-themed river adventure ride here. Instead, this land is said to be full of all new and state-of-the-art experience that promise to impress. According to the official description, they have created a larger-than-life destination for our audience to experience attractions and adventures never seen before. Feel the power of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptors, Ankylosaurs, and the fearsome Indominus Rex at Jurassic World. Isla Nublar. Oh, and a quick look at the concept artwork, as you'll see right now, and you'll see a large fake mountain built into this land along the waterfront, but there appears to be some kind of ride track leading into or out of this mountain on one side. So, we know there's a coaster going here, and this area looks absolutely amazing. It will be, of course, that first Jurassic World area built from scratch with no river adventure to be the main course here, and that, of course, is being taken by a coaster, which is probably going to be a Mack converted power coaster, which, in case you guys don't know, so it's pretty much going to be like Dragon Challenge, but like it's going to be like launching kind of like Hagrid's coaster is. Pretty much a mixture of the two. Like you're hanging there with legs dangling, and it's going to be that Mack launch coaster. So I imagine it's going to have us be like a Velociraptor pretty much, and having us slide through the mountains and getting us places. There is also rumors that there is going to be a dark ride to go with the coaster, but we don't have as much details on that. Kung Fu Panda. It's Kung Fu Panda, Land of Awesomeness. This highly themed land will actually be completely indoors, bringing an anime experience to life for the first time as a whole land-sized experience. Locations to be found inside will include the Jade Palace, Panda Village, the Peach Tree of Heavenly Wisdom, along with family-friendly flat rides, ample locations to try out food, watch live performances, and the promise of a highly themed ride experience that will transport guests into the world of the Kung Fu Panda movies. A completely indoors land, kind of like what we think Epic Universe is getting with Fantastic Beasts. It sounds quite amazing, and it's really the only brand new like original land idea concept that doesn't have like a ride already to it that I know of, or at least that we know of yet. And I think this one's going to be probably the most interesting one that we will get details for, since it is all indoors. I imagine we won't see much construction for it unless they build unless they build it from the ground up, then put roof over it. But usually you build a roof, then put things in it. I imagine that's how they do it, so we won't see much going in it. And pretty much the details we'll have from this land is from Universal itself. I wonder what they're going to do for that ride. Hopefully it's not just a DreamWorks theater, because I gotta say that'd be kind of disappointing. Hopefully it's complete original and we see something brand new and fun to dive us into Kung Fu Panda, because who doesn't love Kung Fu Panda? And plus, hopefully the food's amazing here too, because Chinese food, you gotta be kind of on top of it here now. Then we move on to Hollywood section. As Hollywood, the last land in the park will also serve as the entrance and exit corridor, as well as containing a new attraction called Lights, Camera, Action, that will feature world-renowned directors Zhao Yimou and Steven Spielberg. This attraction will be the one to feature a segment themed to the film The Great Wall, as Zhao Yimou served as the director to that. This series actually seems quite cool, but also very reminiscent of Florida, Hollywood that they have. And since they're putting in a Mel's dive in and the stage that they also have in Florida, but the one good thing is they have that great show. Hopefully, they're gonna have Waterworld in this. Hopefully, these two great shows. Hopefully, Lights, Camera, Action works out and is a great show to begin with. If you have two great shows, you're usually set up pretty well for the future as well, as we have seen quite often. Then we move on to City Walk, which is very, very close to the same as Universal Studios Florida, at least by the looks of it, of course. It would probably have something that it keeps it to itself, because that's the way each City Walk is. It kind of has this one little thing that's different from the rest. But we're just going to have to wait and see how everything goes down. But the good news is we may happen to be looking at a second park down the road, either water park or a dry park, which of course is more fun for everyone. So I think this is great. 7 new lands, kind of ish, 5, kind of maybe 6. You could count Hollywood. 7's counting Waterworld. 5 is just the generic. This is what it's featured on. But I'm going to be looking forward to Kung Fu Panda pretty much. Transformers, just copy overs. Go ride those at Universal Studios right now if you really wanted to in Orlando. Also, you had Jurassic World. That's going to be fun too. If I had to choose Kung Fu Panda or Jurassic World, those were going to be the top 2 right there. The only problem is, Florida's getting that launch coaster they are getting right now. So, that's why I'm a little bit more excited for Kung Fu Panda. I think if Florida wasn't getting their coaster, I'd be much more excited for Jurassic World. I really can't just wait to see more details on this whole thing, though, as this is only going to start building up more and more. We're about a year, a couple months, I don't know. Spring's very vastly different in theme park world. It could be February, it could be June, who knows. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So what are your guys' thoughts on Universal Studios Beijing? I want to hear it down below. Also, if you have any suggestions for a new video for me, I'd like to hear that down below as well. Who knows, your suggestion may end up being the next video. And of course, thanks for watching. Make sure to click those links down there to Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Patreon. And of course, just make sure to keep the sports fleet flowing throughout the day.